So I've been playing around with an idea in the back of my head, and that idea is to make an ongoing series of videos where I talk about Tokusatsu shows, and I'm probably butchering the shit out of that word. If someone knows how to pronounce Tokusatsu properly, please fucking tell me, because I don't want to butcher it anymore. But I know a lot of you are going, what the fuck is a Tokusatsu show? Well, the easiest way to explain it is, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers SPD, Power Rangers Wild Fury, Power Rangers Ninja Storm, and most recent one, Power Rangers Samurai. Well, all of those are based off of an original Japanese show. Power Ranger Samurai is based off of Samurai Sentai Shinkenja. SPD is based off of Deca Ranger. Wild Fury or Jungle Fury or something like that, is based off of Geki Ranger. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is based off of a show called CU Ranger. So, if you ever were a fan of shows like that, you might want to check out the Japanese versions, because the Japanese versions are superior in my own little perspective, because they deal with death in the shows, unlike all these certain Tokusatsu shows. Super Sentai shows actually deal with death. Bokenger, they talk about death a lot because they're like, holy shit, they don't say holy shit, but they're like, they kill their own teammate, like not teammates, but like their own comrades and shit. It's a lot darker than the American version, because the American version, nobody really ever fucking dies. They get injured, they disappear. They don't ever actually say this person is dead. But there are also other shows aside from the Super Sentai shows. There's the Kamen Rider shows, which has been running just as long as Super Sentai. The most recent one in the Kamen Rider series was Forze, which is a very Americanized version of a Japanese television show, because there's like a football player, like an actual like American football player, guy who is like a fucking high school student, who is a football player, and on the Super Sentai side, there's Tokume Sentai Go Bustas, which again is fucking like it's like very Americanized, which is shitty. Like, it's fun. It's a fun show. Both of those are fun shows, but they take away from, like, other shows are just like, they deal with Japanese. They're not Americanized much. There are certain Americanized words, but in Go Busters, they actually fucking say it's morphin' time, which is just fucking horrifying. Just my personal opinion. But in Forze, they have a lot of Americanized words, stuff like that. There actually was an Americanized version of Kamen Rider Ryuki. That's what it was. Kamen Rider Ryuki. It was called Masked Rider Knight. And it was so much fucking different than the original Japanese show. But I mean, aside from the Kamen Rider and the Super Sentai shows, there is stuff like Tomaika Rescue show. I never watched that show. I'm tempted to, but I don't know if I'll like it. And there's a show that I really am into now called Garo, and there's a second season of it called Garo Makai Senki. And Garo revolves around a couple characters. The main person is Garo, and he is a Makai Knight. He's also known as Koga. His last name is escaping me. I think it's Taijima. Basically, his father's murdered by what he perceives as a horror, which is what they fight. Makai Knights fight. And so he tries to fill his father's shoes. He's basically guided by his butler, Gonza. They introduce a character called Kaoru early on in the show. I don't really want to bring too many spoilers. The show is from 2005, but if you haven't seen it, I suggest you go watch it because it's a very adult themed show. With like the horrors and Garo, and like some of the shit is frightening. Like some of those shit is weird too. There's also tits, and you don't really see that in any other kind of tokusatsu show when it's for kiddies. You don't see that shit. Garo's a good show though. I'm almost done with it. I'm a couple episodes shy of actually finishing it. I suggest if you are going to start watching and all this other appreciating the Super Sentai series and Kamen Rider and Garo and Ryu Kendo, which is another series, I suggest you go to TV Nihon, because TV Nihon is a great fucking site for that shit. Their subtitles are awesome, and they do things very well. What else, really? I have nothing really else to say, honestly, because the shows really speak for themselves. Go Busters is a little bit unnerving because you do see Japanese people going, it's time for morphin' and shit, like, let's morphin', and fucking, you just hear, like, it's weird and fucking strange, and just, like, I'm behind on that. They actually call them fucking Megazords in the other shows. They don't call them Megazords. In the Japanese versions, they actually call them mechs. They actually call them Megazords, which is weird. But I think I'm pretty much done. I don't want to go into too much detail, just yet at least. This is just sort of a primer for those of you who don't know what the fuck tokusatsu are, tokusatsu shows are, or anything else related to this. So yeah, primer. Peace out. Go search TV Nihon. You'll find it. It's awesome. They do awesome shit. We have awesome. They're just generally awesome when it comes to tokusatsu, and they also do anime and stuff. So, peace out.